Harsha ji, I have already messaged you personally also. I think you have received it. Yeah, so let us start. It is already 10 minutes late, and I will share after the class. Technical glitch. Yeah. So the first and foremost thing is that when in the exam we do a common mistake, because while making the Excel or working the Excel, instead of using the percentage, we are converting percentage into decimal. So let it be a little bit interactive session. I request the members to put in the chat box about how we write 5% in the uh, decimal. So there are 5 options in the screen. If you can just put on the chat box. So we have to divide by 100. So 5 by 100, to convert it, it is in the 0.05. So this is very easy and looking at a very basic concept, but most of the time, mainly in the third and fourth options, we make a common mistake on this. Second is 70 by 100, it is 0.70. This is 0.0578. 0.578. 200 basis points. Sometimes in the exam, they have given the basis points. 200 basis point means 2%. And it is 0.02. Any doubts so far? Okay, I'll go ahead. Then in the time value of money, 2 concepts are there. One is the compounding and one is discounting. Compounding we use to calculate the future value, and discounting we will have to calculate the present value. Compounding can be done annually, semi-annually, quarterly, or continuous or daily compounding. For the annual, semi-annual, and quarterly compounding, we will multiply the period of the compounding in a year. But for the daily compounding or continuous compounding, we have to use the formula exponential RT. So in the Excel, we will practice this also. Exponential RT. This is the formula in Excel or OpenOffice. If nothing is given in the question about the interest rate, we always assume the interest rate as the per annum basis. And if periodic rate is mentioned, then we will not apportion it to the time. Please unmute yourself. Sachidanand ji, please unmute yourself, I think. Someone else is there, disturbance is there. Sunil Kumar ji, please unmute yourself. Yeah, thank you. Then next point coming is financing decisions. Whenever we take the financing decisions, these are taken on the same date. Means if I have to take a decision today that I have to invest 100 rupees and I will get 110 rupees in future. So shall I invest or not? So this depends how much
sir,
interest.
There is two problems, sir.
Sorry,
so,
yeah.
Zoom the screen, sir. Also voice से increase कर लीजिए.
What? Sorry, come again.
Sir, screen को zoom कर दीजिए अपने, बहुत छोटा दिख रहा है.
Okay, let me try.
और सर दूसरा voice को बढ़ा दीजिएगा.
Voice भी नहीं आ रहा है.
नहीं आ रहा है, बहुत कम आ रहा है, मतलब समझने में टाइम दिमाग लग रहा है.
ओके ओके ओके, मैं थोड़ा स्लो हो जाता हूँ.
हाँ हाँ.
Am I audible now?
सर यस ऑडियो सर स्क्रीन को जैसे जूम कर दे थोड़ा सा अपना ये
एक मिनट रुकिए बॉस, लेट मी ट्राई टू फिगर दिस आउट हाउ टू मेक द स्क्रीन जूम. It's not getting. I made it 200%, but is it visible now?
नो सर कुछ नहीं दिख रहा है
नहीं दिख रहा है. अभी दिखाई दे रहा है?
नहीं सर
अब तो बेटर हुआ होगा.
सर मेरे को तो आपका दिख नहीं रहा सर स्क्रीन
स्क्रीन नहीं दिख रहा है. Now, can anyone other confirm?
Not visible, sir. Not visible.
Let me share it again then.
it's perfect it's perfect
It's okay.
Visible?
yes
No,
sir
no, no.
yes sir very perfect
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so far, any questions so far on these 3-4 concepts?
No, you can continue.
Okay, yeah. So financing decisions we have to take on the same date. Same date means to take the decisions. Either I have to go in future or I have to bring it in the present. So if I have to take 110 rupees and my expectation is 5%, so shall I invest in a bond or in a share which will give me return of 110? So either I have to bring this 110 to the today by discounting it by 5%, or I will compound 100 rupees with the interest rate of 5% to the future. So in the future, it will become 105. So it is better to invest. So idea is that in the whole financing decisions, whether it is capital budgeting, NPV, options, wherever we will use, one thing we need to take care that we have to come on the same date to invest somewhere for the financing decision. For the annual, semi-annual or quarterly compounding, for the future value, this is the formula. If there is a 3-year period, and if it is a 2-year period, then the formula will become FV, future value, is equal to present value multiply by 1. This is the interest rate applicable for the compounding period. Power n. N is the number of compounding period. If we have the present value, we have to find for the unequal future cash flows, then terminal values will be, sorry, for the unequal future cash flows, then we have to divide individually cash flow with these formulas. We will practice it in the coming slides. In case of continuous compounding, we have to do PV multiply by e की power RT. E की power RT is basically the E का formula is the 2.711818. This you have to learn, or if you forgot, in the Excel, you can type EXP and you will get the E की power, EXP RT within bracket, rate and time. So let us jump to the practical questions. I have shared one more file with you with the time value of money. Can you see the screen? Hello? Anyone please confirm if you can see the screen, the time value?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, please open the Excel or the open office, whichever you want. Please confirm once you have opened.
Yes.
Now we will practice some questions. So the first question is future value of a lump sum. So in the Excel or in the open office, in exam, you will get the open office. So in the function, if we have to calculate, they're very simple. These are the one mark question will come. And with the simple Excel formulas, we can calculate these very easily. So we need not to calculate with the formula or something. There are two ways to calculate the future value. One, the formula that I have told just now, that FV is equal to PV into 1 plus R ki power N. Right. With this, if you will see, you will get 100 multiply by 1 plus 0.08 की पावर 10.
सर एक्सेल को भी जूम कर दीजिए.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, fine.
So this is the one way to calculate in the exam, that if you have the formula and if you forgot the formula sometimes, then you can simply come to fx and come here, you will get the FV. Please interrupt if you cannot see or you will not understand. Rate will be here 0.08. Period n per is the number of period of compounding, 100, and I have the PV. I don't have the payment. I have the PV. PV is the, oh sorry, periods are 10. PV is 100. And since this is the outflow, so future value is 215.89. This is the answer. Shall we move to the next?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next is the PV for the lump sum. So for the PV for the next question, PV formula is FV divided by 1 plus R ki power N. So in this, we have the 1000 is the future value divided by rate of interest is 4%. So you see, we have to convert this 4% into the decimal every time. So be careful while converting into the decimal. Ki power 3. 888.996. And if we calculate by the function, we have a formula PV oh, it's already coming. Okay. So 1000, rate is 0.04, period is 3, FV is 1000. 889 is the result. So we can easily find out without having much formula writing. 1 mark is complete. Then we have to calculate the interest rate. US Treasury bond offers to sell you a bond. I hope you have the this questions also. Let me open it for you also. Can you see the questions now?
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah,
third
yeah.
question is, US Treasury offers to sell you a bond of dollar 613.81. No payments will be made until the bond matures 10 years from now, at which time it will be redeemed for $1,000. What interest rate would you earn if you bought this bond at the offer price? So what is the offer price? 613.81. So offer price is 613.81. Then we have future value 1000. This is the PV. We have the N per period. Period is 10 years. We have to calculate the rate of interest. At what interest rate you will earn if you bonded the offer price. So we have to calculate the interest rate. So we have to come to the FX. We will select the rate. I have opened the open office because in the exam you will get the open office only. So only display is different. Otherwise the same functionality is the Excel also. N per is 10. PV is 613 point. This is the my outflow. FV is 1000. So 5% is the interest rate I am getting. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Clear.
Yeah. Then next problem. Adeco Corp's 2005 earnings per share were rupees 2, and its growth rate during the, sorry, come again. Hello.
It's okay, sir. You can
Yeah.
proceed.
Adeco Corp 2005 earnings per share EPS is $2. Growth rate is 11% per year. Last growth rates. And if the growth rate is maintained, how long would it take for Adeco EPS to double? So what we want to calculate here is what we want to calculate here. Please mention the chat box what you want to calculate here. Someone be it interactive little bit. Yeah. So we have to calculate the time here. So in the open office, we will calculate N per. Will come here. So rate. What is the rate there? Let us write that first. Present value is 2. Rate is 11%. And future value is 4. Future value is 4. Present value is -2. Rate is 0.11. And if you forgot something, how to fill in, where to fill in, then it is also mentioned here also. What you are going to calculate in N per, what is the rate, interest rate per period, what is the PV, this is the current value, and what is the FV, this is the future value. So it will take 6.64 years to double the EPS at the rate of 11%. Next question is, you have a chance to buy an annuity that pays 1,000 at the end of each year. These questions normally come into the exam because earlier one were as basic. So you have a chance to buy an annuity that pays 1,000 at the end of each year for 5 years. You could earn 6% on your money in other investments with equal risk. What is the most you should pay for the annuity? यहाँ पे आप या तो either you have to pay the present value of 1,000. So there are two ways to calculate it. One, so future value is given. Future value is 1,000 and per is 5 years. Rate is 6%. Right. But this is not future value. This is the inflow for the 5 years at the end of each year. So year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will get 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Right. And we have to discount it at 0.06. So as mentioned in my concepts, we have given the formula that this is the at the year value. We have to calculate the present value of 1,000. So it is 4212.36. Anyone has the question still here? Or there is another way to calculate rather than going this much in detail? We simply come here. We will calculate the PV. Yeah. So rate is 0.06%. Payment is 1,000. Period is 5. So we will get 1,000 4212. We have to invest today. So this is the answer. In a single formula, we can get it also. Is that clear? Next is, you inherited $200,000 and invested in 6% per year. How much could you withdraw at the end of each of the next 15 years? So please read carefully, not at the end of 15 years. Each of the next 15 years they are asking. So each of the next 15 years. So there are two ways to simple way to calculate it. I'll use simple the formula in the open office. PMT. If you see here, formula is 0.06, that is 6% interest rate, and per is 15, and PV, that amount I have to invest today, is 200,000. So I will get 20,592.55. Is everyone following me? Or I am running fast?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Yeah. So these are the basic points, 1 mark question for the case study. Next question is, This type of questions came in my exam. This one, 7 number. That you are buying a house, they are buying the investment in the project with the down payment and want to calculate the EMI. So I have to pay 190,000 on a 30-year mortgage with 7% nominal interest rate and monthly payments. What are the equal monthly payments you must make? Please try yourself. Then I will tell the easy way. Please give the answer in the chat box. Can everyone see the question?
Yes, yes.
And hope everyone is trying. So please do the questions with me.
साहिल सर, इसको जो है चैट बॉक्स से क्वेश्चन ही हम लोग को कॉपी पेस्ट करके दे दीजिए।
नहीं, क्वेश्चन बॉक्स तो मैं इसको आपको डॉक्यूमेंट ही दिया हुआ मैंने कल शाम को, टाइम वैल्यू ऑफ मनी का।
अभी मैसेज दिखा। चलिए, तो मेरा नंबर तो आपके पास है, उसमें भेज दीजिए चाहे डॉक्यूमेंट।
गुड मॉर्निंग
सर, डॉक्यूमेंट नहीं मिला हम लोगों को।
Yes. Please check, I have shared again.
तो लगता है हम लोग 3-4 लोग ग्रुप में नहीं ऐड है।
मैं देखता हूँ आपको।
हाँ,
हंसराज जी बोल रहे हैं क्या? भेजा मैंने, देखी ग्रुप पे।
विशाल भाई, आपको सूचना
भैया
कहाँ
गुड
से मिली
मॉर्निंग।
भाई?
भैया गुड मॉर्निंग।
हाँ, आपको सूचना कहाँ से मिली?
अरे भैया, आपके आशीर्वाद से जहाँ आप पहुंचे वहां भी पहुंच जाते पीछे पीछे। फैन फॉलोअर्स हम लोग आपके।
I will see if I can copy paste also in the chat. Yeah, I have also copy paste the group in the chat box also. Now please sort out the solve the question. It's a 1 minute or 30 seconds answer. No, 15311. Sachidanand ji, this is wrong. Thirty-year mortgage. How much time period you have taken? And I have to calculate the interest rate, make the payment monthly. And when nothing is given, I have to divide the interest rate by the number of periods in a year, number of compounding period or discounting period in a year. Till now, we are getting very, very easy questions, first 4, 5, but these are for the practice. I have given some concepts also at the beginning of the class, where I mentioned that we need, whenever there is a quarterly, monthly, semi-annually, we have to divide the interest over the compounding period in a year, and n should be equal to the number of compounding periods or discounting periods. But I'm not getting any answer so far. So let us break the problem. Yeah, this is correct. Now it is correct. It's also on the screen. So can you please tell the others what is the number of compounding period you have taken? Sachidanand ji. Hmm. 360. Jamin ji, we have to multiply it by 12 because interest rate is monthly. And interest rate, if anyone has a doubt, he can unmute himself and can clear the doubt. And so 7 divided by 12 is the interest rate. So we can go again because we have to find the payment. If you'll see, rate will be 0.07 by 12. Period will be 360. And current value is 1,90,000. So result will be 1264. Shall we move forward? Question number 6. Anyone who has a doubt in the question number 7?
No, can continue.
I think it is clear now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so please give the answer of question number 8.
इसको भी चैट बॉक्स में भेज दीजिए सर।
Yes, sir. Vinayakanji, please share your formula, how you calculate 94.34. This is exactly one of the option given in the question paper. Yes. So concept of terminal value, or whenever we will get the cash flows till perpetuity. So we are not multiplying it by adding it by 1. So let me clear the concept. क्योंकि ये टर्मिनल वैल्यू हमें आगे आने वाले प्रैक्टिकल कंसेप्ट में भी काफी काम आने वाली है. सो फॉर द टर्मिनल वैल्यू, और प्रेजेंट वैल्यू ऑफ फ्यूचर कैश फ्लोज. So if I have to invest, if I have to get 10 rupees every year, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, and forever, how much I have to invest if the interest rate is 10%? So today I have to invest 100 rupees in year 0. Clear? So how I calculate the 100 rupees? 10 divided by 0.10 is equal to 100. So I have calculated CF1 cash flow at the year 1 divided by rate of interest, or KE, cost of capital. This is also used in the discounted cash flows. When we will calculate the discounted cash flow, we will use this concept again. Very, very important concept of calculating the present value. So make sure whenever you are calculating the present value of future cash flows or the terminal value, it will be at the year 0. So if we have to discount, suppose after 5 years, I will get 10 rupees each in 6th year, 7th year, 8th year, 9th year, 10 year. So this 10 rupees will be the 100 I have to get on year 5. Is that clear to everyone? Terminal value should not be 10 divided by 1 plus 0.10. This is the present value of rupees 10. This is not the present value of all the future cash flows. All the future cash flows, I will invest rupees 100 today, and forever at the rate of 10%, I will get 10 rupees every year. विनायकांत जी क्लियर है?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Can you repeat it again?
Yes. Please make sure I am here, no worries, just to clarify the things. So present, suppose taking the same questions which we have done now, is 100 rupees I will get every year. Oh, sorry, let us take a simple example first. So I want to get 10 rupees every year. 10% is the interest rate. How much I have to invest today so that I will get rupees 10 every year? So I have to invest 100 rupees so that every year I will get 10 rupees. Year 1 I will get 10 rupees. Year 2 I will get 10 rupees. Year 3 I will get 10 rupees. Whenever I will get annual 10 rupees. Is that clear? यहाँ तक समझ में आया? Yeah. Then if the question says that you will get 10 rupees every year and 10% in the interest rate, how much you are going to invest today and what is the present value of all these 10 rupees today? So I have to divide this 10, which is the future cash flow, which I'll get at the year 1 by 10%. That is 10 divided by 0.10 is equal to 100. Common mistake what we will do, we will divide 10 plus 0.10. This is the present value of only, which is 10 divided by 1.10 divided by 1.1, which is 9.09. This is the present value of only rupees 10. So if I invest 9.9009 into 10%, at the 1 year end, I will get rupees 10. 9.09 plus 0.91 as the interest. क्लियर है? या दोबारा बताऊं किसी और तरीके से? मैडम आपने पूछा था, आई डोंट नो नेम, बट इज इट क्लियर नाउ?
सर एक बार और बताइए ना प्लीज।
हाँ कोई नहीं, हमें कैलकुलेट क्या करना है मैडम? अनम्यूट करके थोड़ा इंटरेक्टिव हो जाइए. व्हाट वी वांट टू कैलकुलेट?
In case of perpetuity, what would be the present value what I have to invest?
Yes. So if I have future cash flows, in case of perpetuity cash flows, so I want to get rupees 10 every year, right?
Right, sir.
And interest rate is 10%. Two things I need. One is the discounting rate or the cost of capital, you can say, or rate of interest. There are number of names it will come depending on what we are doing, whether we are doing the fixed income security, whether we are doing the equity valuation. So it will depending, this number, this nomenclature will change. Rate of interest, cost of capital, right? Risk-free rate of return. That we need to see with which we have to divide it. So if we are getting 10% interest and we will get 10 rupees every year, what should I invest today? मुझे एक FD देना है बैंक में. अगर मैं 100 रुपए का FD देता हूँ, 10% इंटरेस्ट लेता हूँ, हर साल बैंक मुझे 10 रुपए मेरे अकाउंट में क्रेडिट कर देगा. Is it correct?
Right, sir.
So all these future cash flows, what should be my present value? In a layman language, forgot everything. It's 100 rupees I will invest, 10% in the interest rate. हर साल मेरे अकाउंट में 10-10 रुपए आते जाएंगे.
जी sir.
So 10 रुपए, which is the future cash flow, 10%, which is the interest rate, will give me what I have to invest today to get forever.
जी sir.
Clear?
जी sir.
So in the given questions, he said कि I will get 10 rupees, sorry, 100 rupees I will get every year, right?
Right, sir.
And interest rate is 6%.
Okay.
What should I invest today? 100 divided by
0.6.
0.06.
0.06.
First, that is the common mistake we make. जल्दी के अंदर Every time in the hurry in the exam, we will make this common mistake and you will get one option divided by 0.6 also.
Okay.
So please जो पहले पांच कंसेप्ट थे 5% इक्वल टू 0.05 वो हमेशा ध्यान रखिएगा. डेसिमल you have to be carefully take care of. So it
Right.
is not 0.6, it is 0.06.
0.06.
Yeah.
Right.
So 100 divided by 0.06 is my 1666.66 is the answer.
Right, sir.
Clear?
Right, sir.
Next one is I'm putting the question in the chat box again for those who has not received the printout or the copy. What is the rate of return you would earn if you paid? Are you looking at, can you see the question or you are looking at, you can see only my screen?
Only your screen, sir.
Okay. So I think in chat box, everyone has the question
In
now.
chat box, it is available, question.
Yeah, please read the question from the chat box. What is the rate of return you would earn if you paid 1500 for a perpetuity that pays 105 per year? Very simple question. 10 seconds. The last question, very simple question. Give me the answer in the chat box, please. अगर मुझे 10 रुपए हर साल मिलते हैं, 100 रुपए मैं इन्वेस्ट करता हूँ, रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट क्या होगा? No worries, you can write on the chat box. Most of the members have correctly answered. And believe me, these one mark questions come into the exam. And we think how simple it can be. और उसमें अपना कुछ दिमाग लगा के उसको गलत कर देते हैं. Next question. I'm again putting a chat box. At a rate of 8%, what is the present value of the following cash flow stream? So this is the uneven cash flow. At the every year end, you are getting uneven cash flow. In this, your Excel formula will not work. That PV, FV, PMT, rate, and per, that will not work. So here you have to come to the open office or Excel. So try to sort out this with me. So I have put it only Rajat Kumar Mehra. How come? Has everyone the question? Hello.
Yeah, you can see.
It's the chat box itself. Yeah, please. Because I mistakenly, please reply if you are not getting the question. I might have making a mistake and shared directly with Rajat ji. So we have to write it here. Year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can put in the Excel. At the year end, the cash flow will be 100, 300, 0, 500. So there are 4 periods only given in the question, rightly mentioned by the some of the members very fast. For those who cannot sort out, please sort out with me. We have to calculate the PV at the rate of 8%. So this will be equal to 100 divided by 1 plus 0.08 power 1. 300 divided by 1 plus 0.08 power 2. This is equal to 92.59. This is equal to 257.2. This is 0. This is 500 divided by 1 plus 0.08 power 3, which is equal to 367.51. Answer will be 717.31.
सर पावर 3 होगा या 4 होगा? फोर्थ पीरियड
Sorry,
है
power
तो
4, by mistake. Yeah, this is the 0. It is 367.51 only. Is that clear now? So let us switch to the document of time value of money, where we have given the concepts. Next problem. Very simple questions. $85 lakh into 1 plus 0.06 the power 4. This is the future value. You have the present value, you have the rate, you have the n. Answer is wrong. Okay, sorry. You want the name. You are not in the group, Anuradha. Give me a minute. Yeah, answer is 107,31054. Option A. Next question. Hello, I am not audible. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ankita is mentioning that I am not audible. Ankita, am I audible now?
So we are getting you, sir.
Okay. Yeah, just see the question in the chat box. Mr. Ram has deposited rupees 6,000 in a money market account with a variable interest rate. The account compounds the interest monthly. So see, this is the monthly compounding is there. Again, the same question 7, which we have done. Again, it is coming. Interest is compounded monthly. Ram expects the interest rate to remain at 8% annually. So interest rate is given 8% per annum for the first 3 months. 9% per annum for next 3 months, and back to square 8% per annum for the next 3 months. What is the answer? These might be looked at very basic problems or basic case studies, but these are the base building for the coming complex case studies. And normally we make the mistake in the simplest question. बड़े बड़े क्वेश्चंस तो अपने को याद हो जाते हैं, मालूम पड़ता है कि क्या ध्यान रहते हैं. ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस में we lose 1 mark in these small things. Answer please. It's not so hard, and you will have only 60 minutes in the exam, 90 minutes. That is the mistake, Rajat ji. See the question. I have not given the question, right? I have not given the question. Okay. The question is, now give the answer. So let us solve this. 6,000 multiply by 1.08. Sorry. 1 plus 0.08 divided by 12. monthly interest we have to take for 3 months, multiply by 1 plus 0.08 by 12, 0.9 by 12 for 3 months, then 1 plus 0.08 by 12 for next 3 months. Answer will be 6385.6. And one of the answers, if you see the options in the question, now see, Vinaykanji, you check your answer. Vikas, check the answer. Rajat, check your answer. How 375 came in? This is the answer. 6375 also is the answer. But this is the wrong answer. 375 is also the answer. But this is the wrong answer. Any doubt, or shall I do it in the open office or Excel?
So for calculating tenure, we will not make 3 divided by 12.
Sorry? No. 3 is the number of compounding period. So in the concept, if you see,
so per year it is compounded 3 times, na? Because we are doing it for 3 months.
no, it's for the 3 month, right? So interest is given per month. We will take the interest, right? And compounding period is 3.
Okay.
So monthly you are getting, your compounding period is 3. Your compounding period is not annually. If compounding period is annually, then obviously you have to divide 3 by 12. You will take interest as the 0.08, and then in the n you will take 3 by 12.
Okay.
So n is not equal to 3 by 12, because this is the monthly interest rate. So rate per compounding period, you can write down this rate per compounding period, and this n is the number of compounding period.
Okay.
If I am getting the interest per month, and for 3 months I am getting, so for 3 times it will compound.
I calculated only interest, and that too simple.
Yes, it's compounding interest, sir. Rajat. Please confirm one most of you get the answer. It's per annum, clearly given. Narsingam ji, it is in the question very clearly given that interest is per annum, compounded monthly. The account compounds interest monthly, and rate
You
is
divided by that
per annum.
rate by 12. When we are calculating 3 months.
Yeah, so in this case, you have to divide the rate with by 12 because it is monthly. So 0.08 by 12 or 0.09 by 12. So for first 3 months, not simple, it is compounded monthly. So 1 point plus 0.08 divided by 12 to power 3. This is the compounding. Multiply by PV. Then it will compound 1 plus 0.08 divided by 12, 9, 3. And then again 1 plus 0.08 by 12, 3. Yeah, this is the right answer. 6385.58. Now, second question is post tax. What is the total amount in hand post tax? इसमें एक ऑप्शन आता है 5427 का भी. Yes. So I think now we are on the same page. Post tax he will get 6327.6. Next problem. We have to be fast. I have 7 or more problems on the time value only. But I think after this, your time value concept should be clear. So what he is asking, this also we have done in the time value of money, chapter 2 जो पहले किया था उसमें same चीज we have done also. So either we can go by that route, XL1, by taking the rate, or we can simply apply the formula. So here present value is 8,000, future value is 10,000. We don't know the rate, we know the period. 8,000 multiplied by 1 plus r to power 5 is equal to 10,000. 1 plus r to power 5 is equal to 10,000 divided by 8,000, which is equal to 1.25. 1 plus r is equal to 1.25, 1/5 root. R is equal to, no, 25% is wrong. 1.25 minus 1 कर दिया आपने सीधा. 1/5 root नहीं किया विकास जी. See here, 1 plus r, this will be 1.0456 minus 1 is equal to 0.0456, which is equal to 4.56%. Shall I do it again, or everyone is following the screen? Or you can simply, no, it's not IRR. Every year, if you multiply by 25%, 8,000 will be much more. also while attempting the answer, just apply one thing also, that whether the answer is feasible or not. So 25% is not feasible at all. In the first year itself, it will cross the become 10,000. That's why IRR is coming 25%. If you are getting 10,000 after 1 year. If you are going to calculate by IRR also, then you have to take so if you go by IRR also, then you have to take year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the year end 5, you will get 10,000. At the 0, you will get minus 8,000. Balance will be 0. Then you have to calculate the IRR in Excel. You will get the same answer of 4.56%. Next question. Same thing, EMI. They are asking monthly payment. Same question we have done with PMT formula in Excel. With PMT formula in Excel, it is very easy and to calculate. Rate will be 0.08 by 12 because it is the monthly. N per will be 300. 25 by into 12. And answer will be rupees 656. Yes, you can use the N per formula because this also we have done in the time when earlier 10 problems. One of the point is that in how long time it will double. EPS is double. That question we have done also. So please share with me any other problem you have faced so that I can include that also. I want to take care that every concept, whether it is the calculation of period, rate of interest, monthly installments, future cash flow, current value. So within with these 10-20 problems, each one has been repeated also.
NPR जो आ रहा है उसमें क्या डालेंगे 300.
Yes, 25 by 12 into 12. And try to use the open office, not the Excel, though the terms are same most of the times, but you will be habitual to see the screen of open office which is available in the exam.
Yes, sir. I am using open office only, sir.
Everyone get the answer or shall I? Yeah, Vinayakant, I think you got the answer also. 656. Shall we go to the next problem? Yeah, next is Mr. A is expecting to receive the following amounts at the end of respective periods. You are required to calculate present value of future cash inflows. Very simple.
दादी से 20 रुपये ले लिया वो केरी ले लिया तुम्हारा ठंडा पानी से ना केरी बनाऊंगी केरा लिए 30 का ये लिए 30 का तो दादी ने दिया पैसा
अनुराधा जी म्यूट कर दीजिए प्लीज. Yeah.
I'm very sorry, sir.
No worry, no worry, please. Yes, answer is correct, Vikas. Next. I want to start options also a little bit. So let us be very fast on this because we have already done most of the concepts in this. Mr. Charu is a working lady. She receives salary at the end of every year. Her salary at the end of the year one is 3,50,000. At this point of time, she has 7 years of her retirement. She has 6 more years after this year in the retirement. Her salary will grow 5% every year until year 7. Her expected rate of return after discount the salary is 12%. Calculate the present value of salary. So we have to do year, cash flow, PV at the rate 12%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So can anyone tell me the next year cash flow? Cash flow for the year 2. This is the only point in this question to calculate the cash flow of each year.
It is 3,67,500.
Yes, 367,500. Every year it will increase by 5% of the previous year amount, not of the base amount. 292,969.
ఏమైంది దానికి స్కూల్కి పోతుందా ఎందుకు ఏడుస్తుంది ఏ ఏడవదు తెలియదు
లేచినట్టుంది ఇక ఆమె కళ్ళ తీసుకొని బాత్రూమ్ లో కూర్చుని స్నానం చేసి తీసుకొచ్చి
పోదా మరి ఇప్పుడు స్కూల్ అవుతుందా ఉప్పు ఏం చేస్తారా మరి బయట పడి ఇక్కడ పడే బెడ్రూమ్ పడే కదా
Yeah, C is the right answer.
9:30.
Eight to 9:30.
7:30 to 9.
नरसिंगम जी और पोको जी दोनों अपने आप को म्यूट कर ले।
नजर आना रहा है
मिस्टर पोको
Shall we move next? Very simple. Very simple. I expect 30 seconds this answer. This should take only time to read, not to solve. And especially जो मैडम ने समझा था, I spent at least 10 minutes on this. गरम कर दे आप प्लीज सॉरी वेरी गुड रजत जी आपका आंसर नहीं आया और मैडम आपको बताया था
हम जो है थोड़ा देरी से आए थे जुड़े हैं इसलिए उस समय
नहीं ये इस पे आप आ गए थे शायद जब आप 10 मिनट मैंने लगाया था मैडम के साथ फ्यूचर वैल्यू ऑफ परपेचुटी
हाँ बस उसी समय एंटर किए थे हाँ लेकिन उस समय मन में ये आ रहा था कि ये क्या चल रहा है
ओके
अब समझ में सब कुछ आ रहा है तो उस समय को माइनस मान लीजिए अगर इच्छा हो और दूसरा कोई किसी को समझाना हो तो इसी बहाने मेरे को फिर से समझा दीजिए
नहीं बिल्कुल मैडम आपको आया मैडम के आंसर की वेट कर रहा हूं मैं so future value of present value of the cash flow till perpetuity
इस पे अभी 7 तारीख को क्वेश्चन भी आया था यही क्वेश्चन था 1 मार्क वाला
हाँ ये एक मार्क का टाइम वैल्यू ऑफ मनी में जो 1 मार्क का क्वेश्चन इसमें से आ ही जाता है नॉर्मली और अभी जुलाई के बाद दे विल इंक्रीज द स्कोप ऑफ केस स्टडीज आल्सो तो थ्योरी की बजाय ये एक नंबर के सवाल काफी आएंगे so this is basically I am getting 79 every year 10% interest rate 790 is the answer. Future cash flow at perpetuity divided
हाँ,
by,
ये तो मेरे को सामने समझाए थे आप।
हाँ बस सर यही तो पॉइंट है कि वो बस सवाल बदल गया।
हाँ
मैंने 10 मिनट समझाया था,
हाँ हाँ
सवाल बदल गया। यू विल गेट एवरी ईयर 79 रुपीज टिल परपेचुटी, 10% in the interest rate. Then what will be the answer? It should be KER whatsoever it is. अब इसका नेक्स्ट स्टेप और आएगा, तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। अगर किसी को समझ नहीं आया है, आई एम अगेन ट्राई टू स्पेंड रेडी टू स्पेंड 10 मिनट्स अगेन ऑन दिस. So please, most of members, I request everyone confirm on the group. इसके बिना आपका DCF, बॉन्ड सिक्योरिटीज, काफी सवाल अटक जाएंगे। ये कंसेप्ट आपका यूज होने वाला है इन द लार्जर प्रॉब्लम्स। दिस इज ओनली द ABC। इसके बाद वर्ड लिखने शुरू करने अपने को। So if anyone is not clear on this, please let me know. रजत जी आ गया समझ में? आगे चले?
हाँ सर, हाँ सर, समझ तो उस समय गए थे लेकिन अब याद आ गया।
नहीं, वो आपको याद जो बेसिकली सवाल दूसरा देख के कंसेप्ट, आई नीड टू, आई डोंट वांट टू ट्रैम द थिंग्स। कंसेप्ट मालूम पड़ना चाहिए यहाँ पे, कंसेप्ट कौन सा लगेगा। नेक्स्ट, so you have to make in Excel by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Year 1 you are getting 25, year 2 you are getting 15, year 3 you are getting 12, 4 you are getting 23, 5 you are getting 13, and after that you are getting 17. This is the very important concept. I want to show it you in the Excel also. और अगर प्लीज किसी को ये चीज समझ नहीं आए, किसी का क्लियर नहीं है, लेट मी नो। राइट विकास जी, आंसर इज 145। सचिदानंद जी वेरी गुड। वन 45.2। Shall I do it on Excel? Okay. So year 1. Can you see the screen? Cash inflow. You can do it with me. Only the concept I want to tell. अभी जो हमने क्वेश्चन किया था, present value of, we have to calculate the present value of perpetuity. There are one thing only in this, nothing, no big deal. Here we can calculate the present value, this divided by 1.12 to the power 1. Now the only point is how we have to treat this value of 17. So present value of future, because this is still perpetuity, we will get 17 every year. So what is the present value of the perpetuity? Present value of the perpetuity is 17 divided by 0.12. Is this clear? Riya ji, Sumit ji, is this clear? Yeah. So now the point, common mistake we do, we make this discounting with 6 years, which should not be the case. The present value, if you want to calculate, it should be done at the year 5. एक साल पहले 100 रुपए अगर आज मैं इन्वेस्ट करूंगा, I will get 10 rupees 1 year after. So if I invest 142 rupees at the end of year 5, then I will get 17 rupees at the end of year 6 onwards. So this 141 is the value at the end of year 5, not at the end of year 6. This is the only concept which we need to remember in terminal value cases. When we have to calculate the present value of the terminal value, we have to take the terminal value 1 year prior to the year in which cash flows are going to start. So my cash flows are started from year 6. I have to discount it with year 5 only. So, Sumit ji, you can unmute yourself so that we can discuss. Sumit ji, are you there? I'll share Excel sheet also, no worries, but I want you not to cram it, Ria. My request is you can discuss, please do not cram. There are 10 questions on the terminal value is coming onwards, going forward.
सर हम लोग तो 5वां जोड़ते थे, 6वें में -1 करते थे.
-1 means?
जैसे 6वें का भी, जो 6वें की जगह 5 का पावर यूज करते.
हाँ, तो मैंने यही किया ना सर. मैंने क्या किया, सिर्फ 5 के आगे लिख दिया. मैंने भी पावर 5 की ही यूज की है.
ठीक सर, ठीक सर.
The point is, मैंने कहा at the end of year 5 I will have 154. कान को इधर से पकड़ो या उधर से पकड़ो, बात एक ही है. वो इसलिए करते हैं क्योंकि मुझे अगर 6th year के एंड तक I want the interest or I want 17 rupees, then I should have the principal amount at the end of year 5. And that's why to get the present value at the end of year 5, I have to discount it by 5, not by 6. Sumit ji, is it clear? Now coming to next. now there is a growth rate. This is the new concept. Only point is that to calculate the terminal value, instead of dividing it, we will have to do it CF1 divided by KE minus G. G is the growth rate.
इज इक्वल टू हटा दीजिए तो अपने आप ही सबको दिख जाएगा।
हाँ हाँ हाँ, नहीं मैंने लगा दिया, अब आ गया सबको, इक्वल के बाद भी आएगा। Only difference between the earlier question and this question is that to calculate the terminal value, we have to apply this formula. And on this formula, the concept will be more clear when we will do the dividend discount model for the equity valuation. So this is the calculation we have done. Dividends are growing at 10%, then 6%, then 5%. So we have to calculate the cash flow accordingly.
सर थोड़ा सा जूम कर देंगे क्या, दिखने
हाँ
में
प्लीज,
problem?
यस यस यस। Is it clear now?
Yes sir.
But my request is that please do it right now. Make your Excel right now. सबको जून में एग्जाम देना है. Utilize this time to understand the concept, solve the problems. And आप सब क्लास ले चुके हैं. It's only I believe this is revisionary class. However, I am ready to do the concept clearance also wherever we stop off. विकास जी आंसर नहीं आया आपका. सच्चिदानंद जी, विकास जी, मेरा मानना ये है कि अगर ये सवाल हमने कर लिया टाइम वैल्यू ऑफ मनी पे, कोई भी केस स्टडी आएगी, इट विल नॉट बी आउट ऑफ दीज कंसेप्ट्स. Shall I move to the next question? So simple steps. Okay. So very simple question again. Very simple. And I think it should be solved before it read. रजत जी कीजिए सवाल सोल्व. आंसर मैंने स्क्रीन पे लिख दिया है वैसे, बट these are the options. Sorry, C type 2 times. Yeah. So here again, we are getting the dividend of 45 rupees. Right. What should the price we have to pay? So I will get 45 rupees every year. Rate of cost of equity or the rate of return is 0.04. Growth rate is 0.06. This is G, this is KE, and this is CF1. यहाँ पे एक चीज ध्यान रखिएगा, ये जो आता है बेसिकली cash flow at which year? We have to take the cash flow of the year 1. यहाँ पे कई बार कंफ्यूजन आता है एग्जाम के अंदर. They will give that if the dividend, current dividend is 45, only ये लाइन चेंज कर देंगे, this one. Instead of year end, current dividend is 45, then what will be the answer? Please tell. Those who have sorted out.
45 से डिवाइड कर देंगे के माइनस जी.
नहीं, वो तो अभी करेंगे when it is at the year end, right? When 45 is the just recently, so if say company has recently given dividend of rupees 45, if they mention this instead of at the year end dividend is 45, then what will be the answer? Then CF0 is
47.
Yes, CF0 is 45, CF1 will be
47.7.
45 into 1.06. Very right. And then we have to divide 47.
596.
596. If this is CF0, so we need to be very careful whether 45 is of the current period or at the year end period. If it is a year end period, then obviously we have to take year end. to calculate the current value. These questions need to be taken care every time, whether it will be used in the options, this will be used in the equity valuation, bond securities. This concept should be clear. So please attempt all the 4-5 questions related to the perpetuity cash flow present value or present value of the terminal value. अगर किसी को अभी भी ये कंसेप्ट समझ में नहीं आया है, आई एम रेडी टू रिपीट टू इन द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ टाइम. लेट मी कंप्लीट दिस. आफ्टर दिस आई कैन अगेन टेक ऑल द 3-4 एग्जांपल्स अगेन to clear this concept, because this is the basic and very important concept. Simple concept तो बहुत सारे हैं जो हो जाएंगे, but this is the concept which is repeatedly used in all case studies. Shall I move to the next? Simple MCQ I want to work on. Please answer. And you can unmute now yourself.
सर अब इसको कॉपी पेस्ट करने की जरूरत नहीं है, ये तो आप स्क्रीन खोल दीजिए, अपने आप ही हो जाएगा एमसीक्यू तो.
ये 3-4 ही एमसीक्यू, ज्यादा नहीं है, बट ऑब्वियसली आई नीड टू शेयर द स्क्रीन बिकॉज आई हैव टू स्टार्ट.
वो हम लोग स्क्रीन से ही पढ़ लेंगे.
यस यस यस. Yeah, can you see the screen?
हाँ सर, हाँ सर.
बताइए फिर अभी. The first question is right. Second is just reverse. So you need to take care of what he's asking. Or this one is the future value. So if interest rate increases, present value decrease. If interest rate decrease, present value increase. If interest rate increase, future value increase. And if interest rate decreases, then future value decrease. Clear? Shall we start options a little bit if you have time, or we do it tomorrow itself? आज टाइम वैल्यू पे फिनिश करते हैं. Any doubts in the time value so far? So quickly we will quickly repeat the concepts now. After doing all the almost 20 examples, we will do the options tomorrow. So first we have understood that how to convert the percentage, not how to convert, the points to be kept in mind, because everyone knows the conversion of percentage to decimal, but the common mistake we will do in hurry to put the decimal right at the right place. So especially when it is 5.78%, 57.8%, or whenever there is a question given of 200 basis point. This may be new to many members. What is a 200 basis point meaning in finance terms? Then we have to do the compounding. Compounding can be done monthly, annual, semi-annual. So everywhere, when it is a periodic, then we have to double the period in a year. Rate will be the divided by the number of compounding period in a year. So rate will always be divided by number of compounding period in a year. So if it is monthly, then in a year, and rate should be per annum. If he has given monthly rate, then no need to divide. So we should take the rate of the corresponding compounding period. That's it. We can simply summarize that we have to take the rate to be taken, you can write down, of the compounding period. So we have to reach, if it is compounding period is monthly and rate given is annually, then we have to divide by 12. If compounding period is semi-annual, we have to divide by 2. If it is quarterly, we have to divide the per annum rate. If it is given per quarter rate or periodic rate only, then no need to divide. It is simple R. And for the period, we have to take the number of compounding periods. Not in a year, total number of compounding period. So if the interests are compounding quarterly for 3 years, the number of compounding period are 12, not 4. Clear? Then we have to go for the financing decisions. We need to take on the same date. That is either the current cash flows to be compounded at a future date or future cash flows to be discounted at the current date. In case of annual and semi-annual compounding, as I already mentioned, we have to go with this periodic adjustment and the number of compounding period adjustment. Question number 9. Give me a minute, Vikas. Let me finish this concept, then I will come back to your question number 9. Yeah. So PV for unequal cash, future cash inflow, we have to see that we have to divide CF1 divided by 1 plus R, की power 1. So number at the end of which year we are getting the cash flow, or at the end of which period, not the year even, at the end of which period we have to get, we are getting, because R is adjusted for the compounding period. So N should also be adjusted for the compounding period. So here I have also written, you can underline this also, that rate to be divided. This is very important. Common mistake we make always. Rate to be divided by the number of compounding period in a year, and N is the total number of compounding period. Very, very important. If you have, please underline this. I try to give the material in advance, but unfortunately I have not yet prepared. I am preparing it on daily basis. But from the next session, hopefully you will not be there because you will clear the exam. But for the next batch, I will be circulated in advance. Terminal value. Terminal value is the present value of perpetual cash flows, and it is always 1 year earlier than the cash flow starts. Suppose year 1 I am getting 1 lakh rupees, year 2 I am getting 1 lakh, year 3 1 lakh, year 4 1 lakh, till perpetuity I am getting 1 lakh. Interest rate is 10%. Then at the year 0, end of year 0, I have to invest 10 lakh rupees. Only then I will get 1 lakh rupees at year 1. If I invest 10 lakh rupees here, I will not get 1 lakh rupees here. I think I'm clear, right? So to get 1 lakh rupees, I have to, that is the reason we have discounted the present value of the perpetuity cash flow by 5, not by 6. This is the reason, because I am getting the value of rupees there, current value at year 0, not at year 1. That's why I have to discount with this terminal value. Terminal value will always be 1 year earlier from the cash start generating, and it is the present value of all future cash flows. If there is no growth, then we have to take cash flow for the year 1 divided by cost of capital or rate of interest. If there is a growth rate, then we have to reduce the interest rate with the growth rate. These are the concepts. NPV we will discuss later. So NPV, IRR, ARR, we can do when we will do the equity valuation in detail. Till that time we can park this. Now coming to problem number 9. Yeah. So this is the problem, Vikas, right? Yeah. So you got terminal.
I am facing problem in terminal value. How 101 came?
Okay. So have you got 7.15? 7.14.
Yeah, 7.14. Right.
So 7.14.
Divide by 12%.
No, 5% is the growth rate given. It will constantly
Okay,
grow
right,
at
right.
perpetuity.
That is our
Right.
given. Yeah.
So 5% growth rate is there. Just read in between the line because they have not given the growth rate separately. Clear? Any suggestions?
7.14 divided by 5%.
No. Divide by 0.12 minus 0.05.
Divided by 7%.
Yes. So this will be 7.14 divided by interest rate or case. This is the cost of capital or interest rate, whatever you want to say. This is the KE or R 0.05. This is the growth rate.
Okay, and here we use the discount rate of fourth year.
12. No. Discount rate is given 12%. Yeah, period we will be 4 year because I just mentioned that we will get the
terminal value before 1 year, right?
1 year before. Only
Yeah,
then
1
I
year.
will get this much interest.
Okay, so for terminal value we discounted for fourth year, right?
Yes, terminal value will be discounted for 4th year.
For fourth. Okay, got your point. Sorry. Thank you.
So this problem number 9, problem number 8, and problem number 7. These will be used in your options also, fixed income security bond also, equity valuations also. So please be clear about these. There is one more 2 problems also there. Last in the time value of money that I have shared. Problem number 8, problem number 9 of that document. Clear? Any suggestions or feedback on the lecture so that I can improve tomorrow? Yes, Ria, tell me please. So we will meet tomorrow at 7:30.